Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Library Marketing Show. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com, and today we're going to talk about outdoor library banners. What is the best marketing strategy for these very important promotional signs? This was a topic suggestion that was sent in by one of my favorite libraries, the Pottsboro Library, and they have a banner that they are replacing, and they wanted some advice about what should be on the banner. So I think this is great. It's kind of related to a post I wrote this week about wayfaring signage in your library. If you missed that post, I'm going to put a link to it down in the description of this video. But for right now, let's talk about your outdoor signage and what you should do with it. So number one, step one, if you know me, you knew I was going to say this first, but you have to really, in this instance, consider your library's overall goals. A banner outdoors is kind of permanent, or it lasts longer. It's going to be up for longer than most other library signage. So you really got to be intentional about what it is you're going to use that space for and how it works into your library's goals. I've got a couple of suggestions for you. I like to think evergreen when I'm thinking about library banners outdoors. So things like your digital collection would be really great to promote. If you have free Wi-Fi, that's evergreen. It's always going to be there. If your library has gone fine free recently, people might not know about that, especially since we were in the pandemic. So you might want to promote that with your banner. The fact that you have helpful staff, that's never going to change. And that would be a great thing to promote on an outdoor banner, as well as if your library changed service hours, maybe you expanded or maybe you had to pull back a bit because of the pandemic, that is a great thing to put on your outdoor library banner. Step two, of course, is a simple design and message. Depending on where you're going to put it, people may be driving past at 35 miles an hour. You don't want them to be distracted by your sign. You want them to be able to absorb the message of your sign in a relatively short amount of time. So you're going to have one focal point on the sign, which should be like whatever your main message is. So big, clear fonts, maybe one image, a nice color, bold color, not too crazy, but not too much design, not too much to distract the eye. Just keep it real simple. Your message is the key thing that you want to get across to people. And then your placement is really key to whether this banner works. So think about on your property where you're allowed to put a banner, where are you going to get the most traffic out of it? Maybe you're in a location that has a lot of foot traffic, but not a lot of driving traffic. That could affect where you put the sign. It might also affect who's going to see the sign, and that might actually play into what you want to put on the banner. So that's a lot to consider and think about. Do you have examples of library banners that you have created that have been successful, that worked really well to drive traffic into your branch or to get people to use a certain service? I know Pottsboro would love some examples. Let us know down in the comments. I would love to see them as well. If you also have an idea for an upcoming episode of the Library Marketing Show, or you want to nominate a library for Kudos, you can head to superlibrarymarketing.com and click on the Library Marketing Show tab. And we do have Kudos today. They're going to go to the Thayer Public Library. I recently discovered they have a monthly video series for their teen librarian puts together called You Should Read This. It's on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. It's like a 5-minute video, goes through a couple of titles in the collection that she makes recommendations for. Super cute. I think it's a really great idea, great way to take advantage of teenagers' love of YouTube to do some promotions for your library. I'll put a link to the playlist down below. I think I can also link it in a card. Can I just say something real quick? I'm getting ready to put together a conference presentation, and I was looking for examples of libraries doing stuff on YouTube and they're using cards. And I'm having a really hard time finding a library that uses cards. Does your library use cards? They're a great promotional tool. I talked about them in my video about YouTube, my post about YouTube, which I'll put the link down in the description. But if your library uses cards, will you let me know down in the comments, because I'm really looking for some examples of a library using card to promote other videos in the series. Okay, I kind of got off track there, but I had to ask. Listen, if you have anything you want to talk about, let me know in the comments. You can contact me through superlibrarymarketing.com. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video if you would, please. I so appreciate you guys watching every week, and I'll see you next time.